You know how shopping for laptops can be extremely confusing? Not only do you have to choose a brand like Dell or Lenovo or HP, you also have to understand what their individual model names mean. Lenovo's got its Yoga lines and Legion gaming laptops. For HP, it used to be Spectre, Envy, Pavilion, and not to mention their commercial side of things. Well, HP hears you, I think, and it's changing all of that. It's basically getting rid of all of its names across Envy, Spectre, Pavilion altogether and replacing them with one unified name, and it's something you might have heard of before. Resurrected from 2002 when it was last used and first introduced in 1993, the name Omnibook is back for HP. The HP Omnibook is basically the main consumer-facing laptop you can get from now on, and to differentiate between models, the company is introducing labels like Ultra, X, and then numbers that then indicate the level of premiumness of each notebook. Now, over on the commercial side of the portfolio, things are also simplifying a little bit, but instead of using the Omnibook name, HP is sticking with the EliteBook branding it's always been using. However, instead of seeing folio or a series of numbers like 1040, for example, you'll be referring to the same sort of differentiation labels like Ultra, X, and instead of using odd numbers like they do on the consumer side of things, we're using even numbers like 2, 4, 6, and 8 to indicate the level of premiumness on the EliteBook side of things. So what does this mean? HP is introducing 3 new systems today, starting with the EliteBook Ultra G1 Q. G1 over there stands for Generation 1 and Q stands for Qualcomm, which makes the Snapdragon chip that's inside this thing. Now, on first glance, the EliteBook maybe doesn't look quite as sparkly or shiny or nice as some of HP's other EliteBooks, but it's got a very roomy keyboard with nice touches like a different color or an accent color on the power button, as well as a slightly color differentiated row of function keys. We've got a 2.2K 14-inch display here. It's touch sensitive. We've also got the privacy shutter for the webcam, which supports Windows Hello logins. And even though a fingerprint sensor is not available on the system just yet, it may come to future models. But for now, you've got biometric logins through your face recognition. This is also a sub 3-pound laptop at about 2.9-ish pounds, which is roughly 1.33 kilograms, and it's very thin at just 14 millimeters thick. Now, speaking of the thinness, you'll also find the EliteBook branding on the spine of the EliteBook Ultra G1Q, and over on the Omnibook, there are a pair of new Omnibooks. We are getting the Omnibook X, which is the second highest of that series of labels, right? Ultra is right at the top, then we've got 1, 3, 5, 7, X. What happened to 9? I think 7 ate it. Now, in addition to the branding between Omnibook and EliteBook that you'll see on the spine, you'll also see this new HP AI logo. This is the HP AI Helix, and it basically refers back to the fact that these things are AI PCs. You'll also see this logo on the keyboard alongside a new dedicated Copilot button that allows for easier access to Windows' new Copilot AI features. Of course, HP is announcing all these new systems at the same time as Microsoft is doing its big Surface AI PC event. So a lot of the features that you'll see on Windows 11 over there are going to carry over on these Omnibooks and EliteBooks as well. But HP has its own AI offerings too. One, it's got a new Poly Camera Pro app that allows you to just kind of customize your single camera feed and to push it out through whatever, is using your webcam. So for example, Zoom, Teams, or just the webcam app can all be customized through the Poly Camera Pro app. And this doesn't just work for the webcam, it also works for any camera you connect to your Omnibook or EliteBook. HP has also made a new sort of portal for all of its AI features called the HP AI Companion. There's 4 components to this dashboard. You'll be able to ask the onboard AI anything, and that's powered by GPT 3.5. You'll also be able to ask it to analyze your documents, like your rental agreement or any sort of legally binding stuff, and ask it to maybe summarize something for you or interpret or translate. Of course, whether or not you should do that is another question altogether, but hey, if you want to, you can. You can also use the HP AI software to either figure out what is slowing down your laptop and have it optimize that for you, so that's under the performance section, or get the AI to help you discover what other AI features you can use. It's kind of meta. Let's just not think too much about it. Basically, these are new systems with a lot of AI, because why? AI is all the hype right now. Cool. Now, HP hasn't shared an official pricing for all of these devices just yet, but we do know they will be available sometime in June, around June 18th, alongside all of the other new AI PCs that Microsoft and its partners have announced today. Of course, whether or not it's worth spending your money will remain to be seen. You should stay tuned for our full review of these and other AI PCs and Surfaces and whatever Lenovo and Dell, etc. have got planned by coming back to Engadget.com for all the details.